Wow, you used to hold your ground, but
saw you at Jack Lightsman.
Hey, Chris. How's it going? I saw that, yeah. Looking for something a little bit better. Maybe Alpha Flight might be How you doing? Come in. Getting all those guys back. All those guys in six.
Cameras, we're going to get started in 2 minutes. 2 minutes, we're going to walk along yellow line.
So now,
They're going to approach the podium at that point. Just after everyone steps back, three stops and snips, and then they'll start when everyone's ready. Thank you, 2 minutes. Thank you, everyone.
That's my assumption. Yeah, that's my assumption.
All right, Patrick. Put the phone down.
Yeah, of course. My colleague Sarah was
Everyone set?
Okay. Welcome everyone to the train station in St. Catharines for an historic transportation announcement. I'm Jim Bradley, the Member of Provincial Parliament for St. Catharines, and I've been at this station on many occasions for a variety of reasons. Most of them have been for transportation between here and another place such as Toronto or Niagara Falls. I want to first of all thank all of you for your support in helping me make the case for GO train service to Niagara. And I certainly look forward with anticipation to the regional transportation that will take place throughout Niagara, which will feed into this particular service. With me today from the Ontario Legislature are Wayne Gates, MPP for Niagara Falls, and Cindy Forster, MPP for Welland. When I was Minister of Transportation, I was pleased to announce the summer weekend service. That is, during holidays in the summer and weekends in the summer, GO train service was available between Niagara Falls and the City of Toronto. And so people were coming back and forth on that service, and it has proven to be a very popular service. In addition to that, as Minister of Transportation, I was pleased that we were able to establish GO bus service between here, Niagara Falls in particular, stopping at St. Catharines, and of course, right along the way to the Burlington train station. Now I'm also pleased that we have a new step being taken forward. We go step by step when this happens, and this is yet another step along service that we in Niagara have been looking forward to with great anticipation. I've been very pleased to work with my colleague Stephen Duca, who has been very supportive. I'm sure he would like to hide from me on many occasions because every time we've encountered each other, he says it before I do, GO Niagara, and he recognizes that I've turned any conversation there could possibly be into GO service to Niagara, GO train to Niagara, and after today, I don't think you'll have to worry about that. All Niagara has been waiting for this particular announcement today, and I was encouraging to see a reference in the provincial budget this year to GO service to Niagara, and now an official announcement being made. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you the Minister of Transportation of the Province of Ontario, Stephen Duca.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm absolutely delighted to be here today in St. Catharines and Niagara region. It's a great day for St. Catharines, a great day for this entire region. And if it's at all possible, I think my friend and colleague Jim Bradley kind of undersold the extent to which he has relentlessly pursued me through the corridors of Queen's Park over the last couple of years. Jim Bradley, also Wayne Gates, Cindy Forster, and every single municipal leader, councillor, representative on social media elsewhere have literally been talking with Premier Kathleen Wynne, with all of my colleagues in every cabinet position, every MPP who visits this beautiful part of Ontario. We have heard time and time again about the importance of making sure that we move forward with progress on this particular important undertaking, and so I'm thrilled to be here. You all know this far better than I do, that Jim Bradley, for many years has served the community of St. Catharines and been a champion for all of Niagara region and done an exceptional job in so many different capacities. And I have to tell you, for those who don't know, in the Minister of Transportation's boardroom, there are portraits up on the wall, pictures up on the wall of every previous Minister of Transportation. There's a certain degree of pressure that flows to the incumbent in this office when you look up and you see the history of the ministry, a ministry that recently celebrated its 100th anniversary. And of all the pictures that look back at me, every time I contemplate GO Train announcements, it's that Jim Bradley picture that looks right down on me. I could swear the eyes are moving sometimes, Jim, on that picture. But I just have to say to Jim, I'm truly honored to be here today with you. You are a friend, you are a mentor, you are someone who we all listen to very, very carefully, very closely in the legislature. Jim mentioned our other colleagues from the legislature, Wayne Gates, Cindy Forrester, all of our municipal leaders who are here. And we're also joined by Greg Percy, who serves as the Chief Operating Officer at Metrolinx. And through Greg, to the rest of the team at Metrolinx, I want to thank you for your extraordinary work on this project and so many more. And in just a couple of minutes, we're going to hear from the regional chair as well. So some in the audience will have heard me say over the last number of weeks, number of months, that I'm fond of saying that the province of Ontario is truly in the midst of what I call a transit renaissance. And I can't think of a more exciting time to serve as the Minister of Transportation. Through our Moving Ontario Forward plan, which was key to Premier Kathleen Wynne's platform and mandate from the 2014 election, we are working to ensure that every corner of our province grows and prospers. And that's why we are investing in a modern, integrated transportation and transit system to seamlessly connect communities and their growing numbers of people and businesses. And we are building with the future in mind. And so, I am absolutely delighted to announce that the Ontario Liberal government will be adding weekday GO Rail service between the future Confederation GO station in Hamilton and Niagara region starting in 2021. That's great news. That's great news for this entire region. This will create jobs. It will help manage congestion and improve travel for people right across this region. Now, as you would all know, we announced last year construction on the new Confederation GO station in Hamilton that's expected to start next year, with completion expected in 2019. The Niagara Falls GO Rail extension will operate on approximately 60 kilometers of track between Confederation GO and Niagara Falls. This extension project also includes 3 other proposed stations along the corridor, a new station at Casablanca Boulevard in Grimsby, and upgraded rail stations here in St. Catharines and in Niagara Falls. GO service will be extended to Grimsby by 2021, and construction on the full project will be completed by 2023 to enable service to reach Niagara Falls and St. Catharines. More connections in this region mean improved access to the entire GO network for the people of Niagara. Metrolinx is leading talks with CN Rail, the owners of this rail corridor again between Hamilton and Niagara Falls, to determine the infrastructure needs and the service levels. And subject to an agreement with CN Rail, Metrolinx will undertake planning and design work required to implement this service, including track improvements, new and upgraded rail stations, a new layover facility at Niagara Falls, and GO Rail fleet. And if, as a result of this important process, work can progress faster, it will. I want to be clear about this. The funding is there, our government's desire is there, and we will deliver on this project. There is much work to be done. We will be building those new stations, retrofitting others, building over 30 kilometers of new track as part of this project. And I know that there are many in the audience today, and some behind me, and I include myself, frankly, given the 2 years of work that we've undertaken in this regard, who would like this service delivered faster. I understand that, and I know how hard everyone, from Jim Bradley to the other members of the legislature who are here today, to every single municipal leader here with us as well, to your business community and others. I know how hard you've worked on this project. I understand that. I get that. That's why I want to stress we are going to make this happen. The province of Ontario has a growing population. Cities and towns across the province are thriving. and more people are calling our communities home. That's why we are committed to ensuring that commuters get where they need to go every single day, faster, safer, and in a more effective way. Under the leadership of Premier Kathleen Wynne, our government is building Ontario up by investing in crucial transportation infrastructure in communities across the province. We are making the largest investment in public infrastructure in the province's history, $160 billion over the next 12 years. This is supporting 110,000 jobs each and every year across the province, with projects supporting roads, bridges, transit systems, schools, and hospitals. We're investing in regional transit, we're investing in municipal transit, and we're investing in transportation projects right across the province. And we're adding new travel options by building an integrated transportation network with our transportation agency, Metrolinx. This is an exciting time as our government is delivering on our commitment for more transit. We've already accomplished so much in building up and improving GO Transit service. Since 2003 specifically, Ontario has extended GO Rail's network by nearly 90 kilometers. We've opened 14 new GO stations and rebuilt 4 existing stations, and we've added more than 31,000 new parking spaces across the entire network. We are making it easier for people to get to work, to get to school, to get back home again faster. And we're ensuring that communities in and around Niagara region can thrive and prosper. Again, thank you so much for having me here today in St. Catharines, here in Niagara region. Thank you to everyone behind me and beside me and at this beautiful station for the continued and relentless advocacy for making sure that we get this right. I appreciate every single moment of it. Chair, even if I didn't always display that, I appreciate every single moment of it. It's been a fantastic journey. We have more work to do, and I look forward to working with all of Niagara region to get this done and get the trains running. And with that, I'd like to invite Chair Caslin to the podium. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Minister. Minister, you're a great partner. Congratulations, Niagara. We've finally done it. Thank you. We're thrilled by the plan today unveiled by Minister Del Duca to bring GO Train service to Niagara. We recognize the collaborative partnership that Premier Wynne initiated with us to support this key transit project that will drive economic prosperity in Niagara region. All the mayors, Regional Chair Gary Burrows met with Premier Wynne in 2014 at White Oaks. A year later, we highlighted the progress on our business case to the Premier at the 2015 Ontario Economic Summit. We recognize the important partnership Niagara's mayors and myself have had with the Minister. Members of our Niagara Go working team, specifically Jim and Walter behind me, have met regularly with the Minister, and we have effectively worked together to review our strong business case to ensure that the province had all the information that they needed to make sound, fact-based decisions. All of the mayors and I packed a room last year at AMO's conference to tell Minister Del Duca what Niagara's #1 priority was, and I'll tell you, I think he heard us. I am grateful for the support of Niagara's MPPs and MPs for their shared efforts. In particular, I would like to thank our local government MPP, the Honourable MPP Jim Bradley. Thank you. Every time I spoke with the Premier or members of Cabinet, whether Minister Del Duca, Minister Duguid, Minister Sousa, I continually heard that Jim was at their door and in their ear, and we heard it again today. Jim was kind enough to join our Niagara Go working team and continually made time to provide us with strategic advice as this project moved forward. I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge those before me who initiated the work on Niagara Go. To that end, I'd like to recognize past council and former regional chair Gary Burrows for his diligent efforts throughout the previous term. Thank you. Regional Council has been behind this project for years and made sound decisions to invest the resources needed to develop a strong business case. There is now a firm timeline, and we look forward to working with Metrolinx and the province on this important service for Niagara residents. Strengthening our connection to and from the GTHA enhances our ability to attract new people to Niagara, create new opportunities for job creation, and business expansion. Niagara Go will create numerous construction jobs, additional full-time jobs once the train service is operating. All in all, this announcement will provide an uplift of about $195 million to the region. Today we are seeing the power of speaking with one voice. For the first time in many years, we are united around what is good for Niagara region. As we look forward to the future, you can expect more of this from Niagara. Recent successes resulting from this kind of collaboration include highlighting Niagara's unique qualities to obtain the designation as the first foreign trade zone point in Ontario, proactively pursuing General Electric to invest in Niagara, resulting in a resurgence of our manufacturing sector, creating 180 jobs, and that's just a start. Working with Niagara's largest municipalities to create an effective intermunicipal transit system that will move our people where they need to go, when they need to be there. All of these great things happening in Niagara will bolster and indeed improve today's announcement. This announcement is a strong and united effort across Niagara to make our #1 priority, daily GO service to Niagara, a reality. We have worked closely with many partners to eliminate the barriers. For instance, St. Lawrence Seaway Management Corporation in crossing the canal. The GO team secured a commitment in writing for dedicated crossings times from the St. Lawrence Seaway Management Corporation, eliminating the canal as a barrier. CN Rail on using the existing CN tracks. Through months of technical work, the GO team secured an agreement from CN that there were no showstoppers with the planned track upgrades that were included in our business case. Also working with Metrolinx and GO Transit, Bruce McQuaig from Metrolinx and Greg Percy as well. Regional and municipal staff have played a key role in developing our business case, and I'd like to thank them for their efforts. In fact, I'm not sure where Matt is, but in fact, the Canadian Public Relations Society recently awarded the Canadian Government Relations Campaign of the Year Gold Award to our staff for their securing daily GO train service to Niagara. Congratulations. This is the campaign that was the champion of bringing the business case forward and bringing GO train to Niagara. The enthusiastic support from our business communities, hospital, post-secondary institutions, and many of the familiar faces I see right here. Alex, I see you there, Bishka, and thousands of residents who have lent their voices and passion to make a vital role in today's announcement possible. On behalf of Regional Council and all of the mayors, they're all right here, and our many residents represented right here, our collective thanks to Minister Del Duca, Premier Wynne, and the Government of Ontario for making their important investment in the people of Niagara and transit for tomorrow. In Niagara, we're back, and we're here to stay, and it's great to be here. Thank you.
We're going to take a group photo, and then we're going to take questions. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get perfect. Then everyone can just fill out the back. Just get right there.
You're definitely standing right. Your head is definitely right in front of me. Good? Yep.
Should I sneak down?
That would be perfect. Thank you.
And a big thumbs up.
All right. Thank you very much for being here.
So we're going to do a
Those are some questions for me. I'm not leaving your promise. I'll do some questions. I won't leave. I won't leave. I promise. If you take more pictures, I'll take more pictures.
Moving up. Yeah. Yes. I'm just gonna get ready to that's what they're calling.
Okay. I think these are on. Okay. Happy to take questions. Greg Percy's also here from Go in case some specific technical questions come up. Thank you.
We heard something of a timeline today. Can you give us any sense as to cost? I know that the regional government has already dedicated in their budgeting $40 million to kind of carry its share. So what are we looking at provincially? Will that $40 million locally be enough, or will you be demanding or requiring more from the local government?
So conversations have been ongoing now, as you've heard, for a number of months and frankly a couple of years with the municipalities around not only potential costs and contributions coming locally or regionally, but also with respect to the service generally speaking. Those conversations will continue. What I can tell you today is that the province, while I will not specify a dollar amount today because we're still in negotiations with CN, and we're also still, and this would be the case with any procurement that eventually would happen or any infrastructure work that would happen, we don't tend to put a dollar figure out into the public sphere until we know exactly what work is required because we don't want to effectively prejudice the outcome of any procurement that's required. But I can confirm that all of the internal approvals that I need from the Government of Ontario are in place, including financial approvals to deliver on GO train service to Niagara. We're going to let that negotiation continue with CN, and then once we have a better sense of exactly what the exact dollar figure will be, we'll happy to update the community on that.
What's the timeline for the community?
So the conversations are going very well. We have a representative who's here today from CN. I feel optimistic about where we are with respect to those discussions. There was a great deal of capacity, what I'll call capacity study work that was done and completed. We're now in the midst of sort of scoping out exactly what's required. I think relatively soon we'll have a finalized agreement, but I don't want to give you a date and then be wrong about it. So, well, again, I'm not going to say specifically a time frame, but things are going very well with the discussion.
Can you explain at all if the Confederation station is expected to be running by 2019?
That's
all
correct.
things being equal?
Yes.
What is the happening between 2019 and 2021 when we see a Niagara service begin to be up and running?
Sure, no, it's a great question. So one of the things that I didn't say in my remarks, which I didn't mean to, was that some of the work here in Niagara region, including some of the upgrading work that's required to the existing rail stations like the one that we're standing at today and the one in Niagara Falls, some of that work around planning and design and refurbishment will actually start as early as summer of 2017, so next summer. And I think that's a very clear demonstration by the province of Ontario that this is real, that we are delivering. In addition to that, I know that, again, through those discussions with CN, whether we're talking about the planning, design, and procurement work around the additional track, I mentioned 30 kilometers of additional track throughout the corridor that will likely be required, some of the crossovers, some of the layover facility in Niagara Falls, there's a fair bit of work. In fact, a large amount of work that's required in order to be able to deliver the train service here to Niagara region. But I think it's really important for the people of this community to recognize, starting next summer, they will see a physical manifestation of our commitment to deliver trains with respect to the station upgrades.
Mr. This is a very important tourist area in Ontario. Why can't we get all summer GO service for now, from May right through to October? I mean, we're missing out on some major events because of no GO trains.
So Greg might want to step in. I don't know. We have the summer service that does run.
But we don't have it in June or September.
Okay, so I'm not sure if Greg wants to respond to that question around some of the challenges that might exist with respect to what already happens on the corridor.
Actually, twofold. There's two things. We repurpose our trains 12 months a year. So to put the excursion service in place, which we do, we're not doing something else. CN also has to give us the operating windows to create that to happen. So both of those need to happen to enable all year-round service, plus ridership, of course. So unless all those things align, we would not do that. We have other things we do, but our focus right now is building out this service. It's a very large-scale, high-profile, very complex project. But I think what you see today is a commitment to move forward on that. And Metrolink, I'm happy to speak on their behalf, will work very closely with CN, and we'll get this moving as quickly as we can.
Is the intention when Go service starts, full-time here, just to have morning and afternoon runs, or will it be throughout the day?
So again, that's part and parcel of the discussion that we're having with CN with respect to exactly what service will be delivered. I know that in my time as minister over the last 2 years, I've had various conversations with the region about what they're looking for. I think what I would say today is we are talking about a commuter-based service, so service that would take place in the morning and in the afternoon, at least as a start. But the exact number of trains would be, and the exact timing would be dependent upon those discussions with CN.
And when the Confederation Street Station opens, will the Go buses be going there, or will they still be going to Burlington?
I believe it's Burlington, but I'm not sure if that's right. It is correct, it's Burlington.
It'll still be going to Burlington? And when it opens in Grimsby, I presume that it will open in Grimsby, then St. Catharines, and then Niagara Falls?
Well, so what I've committed to today is Grimsby, and then a timeline for Niagara Falls, but I also did stress if any pieces can move quicker, including St. Catharines, it would be phased accordingly.
How would that integrate in with the Go bus service? Would Go buses from St. Catharines be going to Grimsby? Or?
Yeah, it's a great question, and I think we're going to be back in the community to provide those specific updates as we confirm the arrangement with CN, and we're in a better position to confirm the exact timing of some of the other work.
And as part of the work that are you expecting the region, or is CN expecting the region to do some grade separations here for track?
I'm going to go to the grade for that one.
At present, there are no new rail road grade separations planned. Having said that, I think investing grade separations anywhere on our network makes perfect sense because it steps up the level of safety. So once the business case, whether it's vehicle and combined rail traffic together, justify it, then we would advance that. But at this point, it's not part of this piece of work.
But we have 40 crossings between here and West Harbour, and yard limits from Winona in that slow this train down to 40 miles an hour. That makes this commuter train slow.
And we will work with the municipalities to figure out what to do with those level crossings. In some cases, you close them. In some cases, you fully protect them over what they are today. In some cases, these are very expensive projects to grade separate, the 25 million and up. So that's not part of this piece of work. We are looking always, and we prioritize based on criticality across our entire network, what grade separation stage one when. So that's really important. It's very safety driven, and it's not part of this piece of work.
We'll take last question, please. When you talk about your negotiations with CN, and as you try to figure out exactly what this line will look like, how much of a guiding force is the business plans the region has brought forward to you, including, as the chair already mentioned, some talks already with CN and already money budgeted for it?
Well, I mean, all of the work that the region has done has helped inform the process literally from day one. We've had a great partnership, certainly again in my time as minister. Over the last 2 years, every municipal leader here in the region has been phenomenal to work with, of course, and as I mentioned from the podium, Jim Bradley's done a phenomenal job as well of making sure we understand the importance of it. The Ministry of Transportation and Metrolinx, we've had a chance on multiple occasions to review the work that's being undertaken by the region, and again, those have helped inform the discussions that we're having with CN. And at the end of the day, through this entire process, we will deliver on a massive win for Niagara region, for all of the people who live here and commute into Hamilton and ultimately into other parts of the Greater Toronto and Hamilton area. So the region's work is to be commended, and we look forward to continued discussions with the region, with CN, and we will deliver on this project.
Is there any movement on the extended service from Ultra to?
That's part of the broader discussion that we're engaged in with CN, but no updates on that at this point in time. The discussions with CN and CP, depending on where we are in our entire network, they frankly never end. They're always ongoing, and it's for good reason, because we have an extraordinary partnership. And with that, I'm going to close up. I think I've been saved by the bell. Okay, thanks very much, everyone.
I was in South Korea, and I don't feel
No, hey Dan,
hey,
how are
you doing?
Nice to see you, man.
Great stuff, eh? How you keeping?
Amazing.
And
Really
it's our
good.
great intern, Dan Patterson.
Yeah, congratulations. I read about your award.
Yes, honestly,
Yes.
it's all over. And this is Alice Mary, our president of Student Administrative Council.
Thank you.
I got a photo of you, I think. I hope you don't mind. I want to send it to you. Well, the MP, I said, that's a graduate. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'd love if you sent it to me. I'd love if you sent it to me. That would be awesome.